7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, we could just sit here and watch Melissa count, but that's probably not entertaining.
Okay.
I mean, it
No.
entertains the shit out of me, but
I bet it probably is.
you guys can leave a note in the comments as to whether or
Somebody
not.
please tell me that it's entertaining to watch me count. 32, 33.
It's kind of like
34.
ASMR, which I don't really know what those letters stand for, but louder.
Am I supposed to talk?
No, not yet. I mean, sure.
Okay. No. Okay, go on.
Do you know what ASMR stands for?
No.
Nope.
Somebody put it in the comments.
So, hi. Welcome back to Book Babble. I'm your host, John Hartness, and joining me, as always, is my co-host and associate publisher at Falstaff Books, Melissa McArthur,
Counter.
who can count,
Yes.
at least to a certain level. And joining us tonight, live from the lobby of the Double Trouble Tree Williamsburg and MarsCon 2020, is Shawnee Small. Hi, Shawnee.
Hi.
Shawnee
Hi.
had no idea what was
Hi.
going on.
No.
She just happened to wander through the
Really?
lobby, and I yelled out, "Shawnee Small!" And she said, "What do you want, Hartness?" And I said, "Come over here and talk about books." And she replied, as people so often do, with, "Can I pee first?"
That is true. That's a true story.
Yeah.
We have it on sound.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
great. Even better.
Yeah.
Nice.
We don't have her peeing on audio.
That
Yeah,
would be
that's a
bad.
whole different
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
That's another video altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that kind of
That would probably
podcast.
be a podcast.
It-
Or a
it's-
PCast.
Oh no. It must be getting late.
No, she's like this at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So, Shawnee,
Yes.
tell the folks at home a little bit about what you've got going on. What's new? What's coming out? What's been out? What are you up to?
I guess right now I am in the middle of finishing editing on Destroyer, which is the last book, thank God, in the Shawnee 1 series, which I've been supposed to have out for like 2 years. But it's finally coming out
Awesome.
here in the next 6 weeks or thereabouts.
So that should be out in Marchish.
Yeah.
So by the time you're watching this, you can go to ShawneeSmall.com and find all of the order links for Destroyer.
Yes, that is true. And then next thing on the list after that, coming June probably is the launch of my new series, and you've already seen the cover for this.
I remember liking the cover. I don't remember
Yes.
another.
I haven't seen the cover. I feel left out.
You haven't. For my 1980s portal fantasy, The Shaded
Oh
Veil.
yeah.
Yes. So that should be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. There will be 3 books in that series. The first book is already written, but I don't want to take it out. I don't want to put it out until like the second book is pretty much in edits. And then,
Okay.
So we're
Good plan.
yeah. And then if all goes well, fingers crossed, I have a new vampire series coming out next year, and I've got a book written already on that one too. But I want to write book 1 first
Okay.
on that.
Awesome. So what we do here on Book Babble,
Oh no.
since I
We babble
wrangled you
about
into
books.
this,
Oh God. God help me. Okay, go on.
nah, you just tell us about a book you like.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, really, that's it. See, Shawnee knows me.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
The last time I asked Shawnee for a favor, she ended up on a completely improved panel at Dragon Con
You will never live that down.
in front of like 200 people with only one other human being.
Oh my God.
Now, she's griping. She was great. And every time I run into the track director for that track, he tells me how many people told him that they love that panel.
I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, it was actually a decent panel. And I was on that panel with Eric Asher, God bless him, and E.J. Stevens.
Yeah.
Doing the flash
See,
fiction.
You were fine.
I had never done a piece of flash fiction in my life, and I was petrified. I mean, and I hadn't even had a drink yet that night. And it
Well,
was just like...
Now that you've done the panel, you've done more flash fiction
But
than I have in
should
my
point out,
life.
Like, don't ever, when Hartness asks you for like a favor,
Just
like,
go with it.
Run. No, don't go with it. Just run away. Because it was
Always
kinda
say
like
yes.
this. It's kind of like, hey, what are you doing, Sean? What are you doing? What do you got going on right now? Well, nothing. You know, I'm going back to my room. Hey, well, you know, I got all these panels. I got this thing. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a solid and take this? Sure. What track's it on?
Horror.
track. And I'm like, okay, that's all right. I can deal with. I can hang with horror. You know, I was a goth for 30 years. And he's like, I'm like, well, what's it about? He's like, yeah, I'm not really sure. Just go, you'll be fine. And I get in there, and I'm like, EJ, so what is this? And she's like, yeah, flash fiction. Like, we're gonna have to like make up stories on the fly. And I was like, are you? Can I say?
You know, the
can
other-
I swear. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, oh my god. And I'm like sitting there. I'm like, when I see him, I'm gonna fucking kill him. But it was alright.
Yeah. You know the best part about that story is it's the first time in any episode of Book Babble that a guest has dropped the F-bomb before I have.
Twice.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because usually it's me in the first 30 seconds of the video.
Well, that's true.
So, well done.
Thank you. Well, you know what? You bring out that meme every time that we're in like a panel or something together.
Yeah.
Like I get this.
Every
Taylor Swift
other
going
convention,
on.
Shawnee is super professional.
God.
She's got her shit together. She's on a panel with me and she's using fuck like a comma.
That is very.
Oh
true.
my gosh, and I've seen how you use your commas.
That's very true. That's very true. Sorry.
So, Shawnee, tell us about a book you love.
I'm still talking about a book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
It can be a book you've read recently, or it can be a book that you love from way back. Something that inspired you.
Well, you know, okay, so you know, you and I have a love for Sandman, so.
Yes,
So
I have a
would-
tattoo.
That is like. I know
I'm getting
that's
another
old
one.
school. Are you really?
I am. I'm going to get the Key to Hell
Oh,
from Season of
nice.
Mists.
Yeah, I love Season of Mists.
When we go down for Jordan Con, I'm going to get that done the day before the con.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very good. And in fact, weirdly enough, little side note, I ended up starting my very first book series based on Season of Mists because I was so
Really?
taken with Lucifer walking out and handing over the keys of hell and be like,
Yeah.
see ya. I was like, that's just a brilliantly done piece of work.
It really was.
What if, and then you go on to that. So
What if
so,
you
yeah.
played piano in Los Angeles?
And it was Tom Ellison. He was really hot in a suit.
And when the series got dropped, it got picked up by Netflix, and then you saw naked Lucifer ass.
Oh my gosh, we got to watch this faster.
Yes.
This is what we're watching at like
Yes.
family dinner.
It's
I think you might want to shift it away from family dinner for season 4.
yeah.
Okay, season 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sandman was great. For me, it really helped me in terms of like wanting to be a writer, and I love Neil Gaiman. Just love that man to death. And so for me, that was like really influential for me. I was a goth. The whole thing just gelled really well. I feel like that's a little bit of cop-out. So if you want like a modern
No.
book that I've read recently that
I mean,
really
you could do
love
that too, but
is I love V.E. Schwab's Darker Shade of Magic
Yeah?
series.
that's not the one with the paper magician. No, that's not
No,
V.
it's
Schwab.
not Paper Magicians.
Okay.
It's about her main character is Kel, and he's a court magician. It's the multiple Londons. of
Yes,
different London
okay,
things,
yeah.
White London, black, yeah. And so her writing is just beautiful. It's just very well done. It's just one of those books. You have those books you're like, God, I really wish I'd written that fucking book. That's one of those books.
That's
for me.
3. I count.
That's 3 books?
3
Oh.
F-bombs.
Oh. Damn it. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, but it's very well written. I think she's actually getting ready to do a project with Neil Gaiman as well. So she's a little bit of a Gaiman darling.
Nice.
And I think they're also going to turn that series into a set of movies. I think they just announced something with like that for Sony. But it's really
awesome.
really well written. Good diversification, which we seem to have a bit of a buzzword these days. Just really well representing different flavors of characters. So 2 thumbs up for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you for
Thank you.
wandering over when I said, hey, come here. and not running in the other direction like you
Probably
probably
should
should have.
Well, funny enough, I was going to go to the bar looking for you guys. But now I see that you were here. So.
Yes. Well, thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you.
And you guys, remember that I'm not the only one who says fuck on camera.
Oh, Jesus.
Bye.